Hi guys, good morning. In this opportunity, we are going to talk about past of the verbs to be, was and were. Remember the verbs to be, the present, there are three, okay? Am, is, and are. Now, in this video, let's talk about the was and were. This is the past of the verbs to be. Listen, pay attention. Los verbos was y were son la forma en pasado del verbo to be y significa ser o estar. Ambos tienen el mismo significado, sin embargo, no se pueden usar en todos los casos, ya que cada uno se utiliza con diferentes sujetos. Por ejemplo, I significa yo, he, él, she, ella, it, eso se conjuga con was. Mientras que they significa ellos, we, nosotros, y you, ellos o ustedes se conjugan con el verbo were. Por lo tanto, I, he, she y we se conjuga con el pasado del verbo to be was. They, we and you con el verbo were. ¿Ok? Entonces, el pasado del verbo to be son dos, was and were. Was trabaja con los sujetos I, he, she, it. Y mientras que were trabaja con los sujetos they, we, and you. ¿Ok? It's clear that the meanings about the was and were of the verbs to be. Okay, using be, past tense. The past tense describes a passive or an stage of being. So, the past simple or past tense describes a past event. Describe eventos pasados. Okay, describe eventos pasados. It's a similar simple past. Okay, it's a similar. Okay, these are the finish. Okay. La forma del verbo be en el presente son verbo to be and is y are. Okay. Esos son los verbos to be, lo que ustedes comúnmente lo conocen, and, is y are. Son los mismos en el tiempo pasado, el significado es el mismo, pero encontramos a dos, como les decía, was and were, que ellos trabajan con diferentes sujetos, ¿ok? Singular and plural. Singular, we are going to use a singular subject, ¿ok? I was, she was, he was, ¿ok? And you were is a singular too. Okay, now we are to see about the plural. We were and they were. This is the plural. Subjects and verbs to be, the past. Okay, so let's review. I was, you were, she was, he was. We were and they were. Okay, do you have memorized to the simple, the past verbs of the to be? Okay, this is the have to memorize. Okay, remember, I was, you were, she was, he was, we were, and they were. Singular and plural. We were is plural. They were is plural. I was, you were, she was, and he was is the singular. For example, I was born in Castilla. You were in the park. She was in the school. He was in the house. ¿Ok? Significa ser o estar. ¿Ok? Ser o estar significa yo estuve, tú estuviste, ella estuvo y él estuvo. ¿Ok? And the plural, we were, nosotros estuvimos. The past tense, they were, ellos estuvieron. Okay, this is the clear than an idea. Okay, present time example. For example, I am 28 years old. Okay, this is the present. This is the present. And past time is I was 28 years ago. I am 28 years old. This is the present. And the past time is I was. Remember, I was. El was, ¿con qué sujeto lo trabajamos? El was. ¿Okay? Hay que recordarlo siempre, tenerlo presente. I was, he was, she was, it was. Okay? In affirmative sentences, look at this example. She was in class yesterday. Remember yesterday? Okay. She was in class yesterday. Ella estuvo en clase ayer. Another example is my friends. Es plural. My friends were at home last night. Mis amigos estuvieron en casa ayer en la noche. So, another example. He was sick 2 days ago. He was sick. Perhaps he had a fever, okay, day, I don't know, but he was sick 2 days ago, okay? Él estuvo enfermito hace 2 días. He was sick. Vamos a saber usar el was. ¿Con qué pronombre? Significa él estuvo. ¿Por qué? Significa ser o estar, ¿no? Ser o estar en tiempo pasado is he was sick 2 days ago. And past of the be negative. And the negative, we are going to use was and not. Was not. Is to say the contraction wasn't. I was not is to say I wasn't. Okay, the meaning is the same. And another, she was not is correct or she wasn't. Okay, and another is he was not or he wasn't. I wasn't crying in that moment. Yo no estuve llorando esta mañana. Okay, she wasn't in the stadium. She wasn't in the stadium. Ella no estuvo en el estadio. He wasn't in the restaurant. Or he was not in the restaurant. ¿Okay? Cualquiera de los dos podemos usarlo. Pero yo les sugiero que sigamos diciendo nuestras oraciones con contractions. ¿Okay? Wasn't. I wasn't. She wasn't. Or he wasn't. ¿Okay? And this is the was and were to be the past tense. Affirmative. Okay, let's to see reviewed. Okay, or let's to see. I was happy in affirmative. He was hungry. She was a nurse. It was big. Yo estuve feliz. He was hungry. Él estuvo hambriento. She was a nurse. Ella fue una enfermera. Recuerden, significa ser o estar. It was big. Fue muy grande. And this is the plural. We were early. You were at school. They were quiet. This is the plural. And negative is I wasn't. Okay, is the say was not. I wasn't sad. This is the subject and negative. And this is the complement. I wasn't sad. He wasn't thirsty. She wasn't a teacher. It wasn't a small. Okay? And the plural. Look at this. We weren't late. Is the same weren't or were not. Is the same. You were at home. They weren't noisy. Okay? This is the negative. Cambiamos el was por wasn't or were por weren't. Okay? And this is another 4 questions. Affirmative is they were happy. But when you are a chain question is where. This is at the beginning of the sentences. Were they happy? Okay? Solamente cambiamos. Ponemos en la forma interrogativa al inicio de la oración, luego sigue el pronombre o el sujeto. Unhappy es el complement. Were they happy? Were they happy? Okay. And another sentence, the affirmative, she was rich. And the interrogative is, was she rich? Was she rich? Entonces podemos responder con respuestas cortas. Yes, she was, or no, she wasn't. Okay. This is the match question. Where, why, when. Aquí vemos preguntas que nos son específicamente para dar mejor la información como where. También se emplea mucho en esos tiempos pasados. Como where significa dónde. Con más exactitud la información. Where was. Remember, recuerden, el sujeto se trabaja el was con estos sujetos. I, he, she, it. Where was she sick? This is el complement. Esa es la estructura gramatical. ¿Ok? Where es donde. Él estuvo enfermo. ¿No? Podemos poner. Where was he sick? Entonces respondemos con respuestas cortas y decimos ¿dónde? He was in the house. Él estuvo en su casa. Vemos otra pregunta como el why. Why es por qué. Or went, where, why, and when. When significa cuándo. Why significa por qué. Where significa dónde. ¿Ok? Y se trabaja con las mismas. Estructura gramatical. When, cuándo. When, where. We read it. ¿Cuándo estaremos listos? When were we reading? ¿Ok? Entonces vemos que estas son respuestas que nos van a ir empleándose con más información. Vemos another example. Why was he angry? Why was he angry? ¿Por qué él está muy molesto? ¿Ok? When was she nervous? Why was he angry? ¿Por qué él está molesto? Le podemos decir because he was angry and this is the perhaps they have a don't eat or have a stomachache. I don't know. Okay, this is the many reasons. Where were you yesterday? Where were you yesterday? ¿Dónde estuviste ayer? Okay, do you remember or do you imagine? I was. Yo voy a responder con I was in the restaurant or I was eating ceviche. Where were you yesterday? Okay. Another sentence is when was she nervous? When, cuando tiene ella nervios. When was she nervous? Okay. She was on the morning. Okay, she was on the morning. Okay, and who were those people? Who were those people? ¿Con quién estuvieron esa gente? Who were those people? Es mayor información lo que usamos el match question. Okay, and the next picture is more example. I was home last night. I was home last night. Yo estuve en casa ayer en la noche. Estoy usando el was, ¿ok? Y seguimos usando el was. He was in bed at 10 o'clock. Él estuvo en la cama a las 10 de la noche. She was at the restaurant until 11. Ella estuvo en el restaurante antes de las 11. Tiempo pasado. Wasn't. It was not a late night. It was not a late night. ¿Ok? Son oraciones que tienen un significado que podemos dar ese tipo de información. Yo estuve en casa ayer en la noche. Él estuvo en la cama a las 10 de la noche. Ella estuvo en el restaurante antes de las 11. ¿Ok? Ese no fue muy tarde. en la noche, ¿ok? It was not late, no fue muy tarde en la noche. Entonces, estamos aprendiendo el uso del was y el were, ¿ok? Plural and singular. And let's continue about interrogative sentences, was or were, cualquiera de los dos que tú puedas usar, dependiendo del sujeto. Para en la forma interrogativa ponemos adelante y decimos was, esa es la estructura gramatical, como les decía anteriormente. Was and were. Luego de ellos, en la forma interrogativa, continúa el subject. Subject plus, luego del subject, del sujeto, sigue el complemento. ¿Ok? Was she in the house, or was she at the party at 9 o'clock? ¿Estuvo en la fiesta a las 9 de la noche? Okay, this is the question. And do you answer a short answer or long answer? Okay, and so was I or was she? Was he? Eso se responde en la forma interrogativa al inicio. Okay, con where you, where, with, and where they. Respuestas cortas para hacer estos tipos de oraciones. Okay. Now, example. Was he a doctor? Was he a doctor? ¿Fue él un doctor? Yes, he was. Okay. Another. Were they friends? Were they friends? No, they weren't. No, they weren't. ¿Estuvo ellos, tus amigos? ¿Estuvieron ellos, tus amigos? No, they weren't. No, ellos no estuvieron. ¿Ok? Was he a doctor? ¿Estuvo él, fue él un doctor? Sí, él fue un doctor. Ok, let's practice. Remember, this is the making an interrogative sentences. Vamos a armar oraciones interrogativas. Tenemos Albert, tenemos happy y tenemos yesterday en forma interrogativa. Vamos a entonces a ubicarnos y vamos a completar nuestras preguntas. Y yo digo, para hacer en la forma interrogativa necesito el was o el were al inicio de mi oración. Y yo digo, entonces, si es Albert, que voy a hablar de Albert, porque ese es mi sujeto, entonces yo voy a usar el was o el were al inicio de la oración. Decimos, was Albert happy yesterday? Was Albert happy yesterday? And the question mark. No se olviden del signo de interrogación. Okay, very good, guys. Very good. Another sentences. You at a concert last night. Okay, where is the question? ¿Cómo sería la pregunta? Sería entonces, si me están dando el pronombre you, yo voy a recordar rápidamente el was o el were. Entonces, yo recuerdo que es el were. Were you at a concert last night? ¿Te fuiste al concierto en la última noche? ¿No? Were you at a concert last night? Entonces respondemos, no, I wasn't, or no, I was not. ¿Ok? Entonces, las respuestas es cortas. ¿Ya? Vamos a seguir entonces la última oración. Formamos pregunta y decimos, the food good at the restaurant. Entonces, vamos a decir la pregunta. The food es una cosa, la comida, ¿no? Entonces, ¿qué pronombre va ahí? Recordamos. Y vamos a poner el was o el were, dependiendo bastante del pronombre. Si van a hablar de Albert, pues voy a usar el he, el pronombre he, y el he va con el was. Entonces, eso serían las preguntas, ¿ya? Con las que voy a formular. The food good at the restaurant. Entonces, vamos a armar nuestra oración. Decimos, was the food good at the restaurant? Cerramos el signo de interrogación, question mark, y decimos, yes, it was. O no, it wasn't. ¿Ya? En las dos formas de respuestas cortas. ¿Ok, chicos? Tenemos que practicar bastante esta lección porque son actividades en tiempo pasado y un poquito nos confundimos con los verbos, ¿no? Significa ser o estar. Recuerden el verbo to be del pasado simple, del verbo to be. Ok, niños, aquí nos quedamos por el día de hoy. Practiquen en sus casas y les dejo la página 74, ¿ya? Para que la desarrollen del módulo de primer año de secundaria. Está en la página 74. Y con los niños de segundo, igual voy a hacerles su fichita para mandarles y puedan practicar, ¿ok? So this is the all today, ¿ok? I'll see you the next times. Nos vemos la próxima clase. Ok, goodbye.